first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Returning, it's Benjamin. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. Now bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they take over already. 15-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll run it here with Logan. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. And on the ground they go with a running back. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
4th down, no problem. It's a good piece of power running right here, and a confident decision to go for it. And that's going to get them a 1st and goal.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And again, it's Allen. Goes underneath for Henry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Now Allen again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A first down carry for Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Throwing is Allen on third. Ebron caught left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And Lambo will put this one through, and they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Got an open man. It's Rattling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Gun! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And they'll go on the ground. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles. An eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Lucky 56.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to go up top for the... And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 27 yards. And the Rams are in for 6. The extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across. Seahawks offense now. They get ready to come back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Allen now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they've printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Over! All right, now, look at 56. Look
On first down, Allen being chased out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now is Allen. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Allen. And he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Allen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Daniil Hunter in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in 3 plays. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Benjamin. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Rams now coming out on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. They run with Logan. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9. He'll drop to throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going. I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half. Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? Toe tap. You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging,
picking it up and making sure it was a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. They're going to look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Watch it now, Barney!
On third down, that's Logan. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
This is taken at his 4. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. In for the score. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had the big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll look to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Right back to him on first down. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, it's Logan. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
This is taken at the 3. And he spins through. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Allen to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw is Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Now Allen. And he connects with Ebron. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Back to throw. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught inside the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting out and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win,